Tina. So today I'm gonna presentation about the ethics, social and political issues of information system. So first we're gonna start about the interruptions. For first interactions, information system is play a critical role in the modern organization by supporting operation, decision making, and communication. And they are widely used across industries such as the banking, healthcare, education, and governments. While these systems provide efficiency, accuracy, and connectivity, they also introduce significant ethical, social, and political challenges. And in addition, these challenges arise because the technology innovations develop rapidly where various legal framework, social norms, and ethical standards evolve more slowly, and as a result, gap in how the technology should be used responsibly. So, this is the introduction of information system. So, the next part we're gonna take a look at the ethical issue of information system. This we gonna know about the definition and the some part they related to ethical issue of information system. Ethical refer to the principle of right and wrong that guide the individuals in making responsible decision information system. Ethical it's about the govern how the data technology and digital resources are used. Like a major ethical we also have the privacy. The privacy it refers to the right individual to control their personal information, and they have to be typed such as information system collect the data such as identity, locations, financial record, and behavior. And number two, it's about the ethical concern. The user are often unaware of how their data is collected, stored, or shared. And the last part is risk. It's the measures of the personal data can lead to the identify the list, the surveillance, or discrimination. And the next part, it's about the accuracy. The accuracy is related to the connectedness and reliability of the information, and they also two parts that include such as the organization really on the accurate data of decision making, ethical concerns. It's about the incorrect or outdated data can harm individual and organization. For examples, error in the medical or financial record may lead to the serious consequences. And number three is about the property or we can call ownership right. This is about the property right define ownership of the digital content. We have three parts that includes such as the included software databases, music, video, and intellectual property. And the second part is the ethical concern. It's about the digital content is the easily copy and distribute without the permissions. And the last part is about the problem software, uh, piracy and copyright violations, viol- violation, violations. And the last part it's about the accessibility. The accessibility it ensure the equal access to information system, and we have two parts that talk about the ethical concern and the problem. The ethical concern, not all the individual have the access to technology, and the problem the digital divided created inequality in education like employment and opportunity. So this is the ethical issue information that include about the measures, ethicals, accuracy, and poverty, and the last part is accessibility. So we move to the next part. It's gonna talk about the five moral dimensions of the information system. Information system rate of five key moral dimension as I mentioned before. The first is the information right and obligations. For the information right and obligation, it's referred to the organization must protect and use data responsibly. Individuals have the right to privacy and control over the data. And number two, it's about the property right and application obligation. This is the challenges array due to the easy duplication and distribution and defined ownership of digital information. Number three is accountability and control. For this, it determines responsibility for harm caused by the system, and the problem is it's often unclear whether user, developers, or organization are the accountable. And the fourth is about the system quality. For the system quality, the system must meet the standard of reliability, safety, and performance. And also include the poor quality system can cause financial loss or physical harms. So the last part is about the quality of life. More technology should enhance more human well-being, and however, it may also cause first job displacement and the dependency. So this is the five moral dimension of the system of the information system. So the next part we're gonna talk about the technology trend that raise ethical issues. So several technology trends include ethical issues such as the expansion of data collection, the internet and global connectivity, advanced data analytics, and artificial intelligence and automation. So we're gonna take a look the risk and the some part in the each part of the several technology trends that increase ethical concern. The first is the expansion of data collection. We also have risk unauthorized 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 use and privacy violations, and organizations collect large volumes of the personal data. And number two is the internet and global connectivity. Information is shared instantly worldwide, and for the problem lose all the control over personal and sensitive information. Number three is advanced data analytics. System must analyze data to predict behavior, and their problem is profiling and unfair treatment. For number four, it's artificial intelligence and automation. It's about the machines perform tasks previously done by the human, and for the problem to upload in the equality and ethical decision making by the machines. And this is the several technology trend includes ethical problems like I already mentioned. So we're gonna move to another part. It's about the social issues in the information system. Therefore, we have digital divide. For the digital divide, it leads to inequality to knowledge and economic opportunity, and the gap between those who have the access to technology and those who do not. And number two, it's employment and workforce change. Every workers must develop new technology skills to remain competitive, and the automation replace routine job. And number three, it's about health and well-being. For this is excessive use of technology can cause by the mental stress, physical discomfort, and eye strain. And number four, it's about the social interactions. For the social interaction, it's more increased use of technology communication, real face-to-face interaction, and may lead to isolation and reduce social skill. And number five, it's about the cybercrime. Cybercrime is the crime that conducted using information system that includes online. We have online hacking and identifying. So this is the social issue that have in the information system. And the next part we're gonna talk about the political issues in the information system. In this we also have the several part that already means that In this, we also have the several parts that mentioned, such as the data protection and privacy law. For data protection and privacy law, all the organization must comply with the legal requirements. The government establish regulation to protect the personal data. And number two is the censorships. What is this talk about? The censorship is the government may restrict access to the online content and raise the concern about the freedom of the expressions. And number three is about surveillance. It's surveillance is about the monitoring in individual using all the digital technology and the create tension between the security and privacy. And number four, it's about the cyber security policy. For this is very important part because the government will be protect the national system from the cyber threat and including the defense against hacking and cyber warfare. So the last part, it's about the digital government. Digital government use information system to provide public services. For example, including the tax system and digital identify service. So the political in the information system we have five parts such as the data protection and privacy law, censorship, surveillance, cyber security policy, and digital government. So the next part we're gonna take about the ethical principle of decision making. This is very important part of the ethical principle of the topic because ethical principle for decision making is to ensure the responsible use for the information system. Individuals should that follow the key ethical principles such as the fairness, risk minimizations, golden rules, and the responsibility. Fairness is focused to ensure the equal treatment and justice. Risk minimization it choose the actions that cause the least harm, and the golden rule it treat others as you want to be treated, and responsibility the accept accountability for the actions. So this is the third part that talk about the ethical principle for decision making. So the next part we gonna talk about the ethical decision making process that related to the ethical principle for decision making that we already talked about. So this is the ethical decision making process. This structure is this structure is about the approach have the in the resolving ethical issue. Like we have the many parts such as the choose the more ethical and responsible actions, define the problem clearly, identify the ethical problem, identify the stakeholder involved, and evaluate possible solutions. So this is the ethical decision making process. So the next part we're gonna talk about the importance of the understanding of these issues or the understanding of the topic. By the understanding ethical, social, political issue in the information system is very essential because it helps to ensure the sustainable technology development, also the improve trust in the digital system, also promote fairness and equality and prevent the method of the technology, protect the individual privacy and right. So this is the important part of the topic, and the last part of the topic it's about the conclusion. So I will make the conclusion about the information system are very essential as I mentioned for the modern society, but they also create complex challenges. Ethical, social, and political issues are interconnected and require careful management. Organizations, governments, and individuals must work together to establish responsible practices, enforce regulation, and promote awareness. By applying ethical principles and strong government information system can be used to improve efficiency, fairness, and quality of life for all the members of society. So that's all from me. Thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.